when people start thinking about this, they think about AI like there are robots out there that are going to come and destroy our homes and eat our dog and like take over. And the thing is, it's not that simple. When we think about this, I want you to keep in mind the word intelligence. And when we talk about intelligence and this realm, we've got different types of intelligence. The first is the intelligence we've had for forever, human intelligence. Now, we all have that, right? Yes.
Yeah, we're all
That's us.
intelligent in
That's our thinking. We process, we design, we create. We are the business owners, the business creators. We're the ones that are interacting. There are certain things AI simply cannot do for us. But we have the second type, as we know, is artificial intelligence. And when we look at artificial intelligence, we've had this evolving model for almost 50 years. The more information we put into a computer, the more we can ask the computer for that information back. And that's simply what we're doing here. So human intelligence plus artificial intelligence equals what we get augmented, if I can write, augmented intelligence. And it's the concept of combining both of these things together to enhance the human intelligence and use information from people who have already been there to make systems, tools, resources, and help us scale our business and design at a much higher level. I don't think, now don't quote me, artificial intelligence is going to take over. You're not going to wake up one day and say, AI, develop this business and make me money and give me a paycheck by the end of the day. It's not going to happen like that. We train AI how to think. So I'm going to go through a couple examples, but before I do, I'd like to see a show of hands. Who here feels like you are using AI um, daily to do some part of your business? All right. Now, how many of you would say, I know what it is, but I've not really started using it at a high level yet? All right. And how many of you would say, I don't know what it is at all? This is all scary to me.
all that
Fantastic.
movie.
You're so,
Permanently scared.
there's no reason to fear. I don't, well, we'll see. We'll see if there's reason to fear. So let me start here. I'm after this session, Marcus, I'm going to give you a series of prompts, and you can create just about anything you want if you know how to ask. All right. So Marcus was mentioning what platform. I prefer to use Google Gemini and ChatGPT. If you log into Gemini with your KW email, you automatically have Pro without paying for it.
Ah, very nice. Yes, that's how again, plug into which one?
Uh,
Yeah.
Gemini, Gemini. And Gemini is just like in your normal Google stuff, just go to the dots and Gemini, it's right there. See it? All right. So I'm going to bounce between Gemini and ChatGPT. So I'm in ChatGPT right now, and I'm going to feed it some information. All right. And I have a prompt here that I want to show you. Can y'all see this prompt on the screen?
Yeah, very well.
Now we can.
All right. So you can copy this verbatim You are a professional real estate transaction assistant. I've uploaded a home inspection report. I need you to do the following. Summarize all noted deficiencies and repair items, clearly grouped by category. For each item, include a short description of the issue, whether it's a safety issue, functional issue, or cosmetic, an estimated repair replacement cost based on national average. Provide a sample repair request list that could be submitted to the seller. If possible, include suggestions for the types of licensed professionals or contractors needed. Present this in a clear, easy to read format I can copy into an email or PDF for my client. At the end, summarize total estimated cost of the repairs and top three most important items to address for negotiation. Now, before I do this, is this something you are doing already? Who has done this?
Something similar.
All right. All right. So, and if you've done this a different way, let me know. So I'm going to command A, I'm going to copy this prompt. Now, uh, I I wrote a similar prompt into ChatGPT and then asked ChatGPT to refine that prompt to make it even better. And that's where I got the prompt I'm using. So if you don't know what to ask it what you need to ask, and it will tell you. So I'm going to put together, um, let's see, here is inspection report. And I'm going to give that to ChatGPT. And it's going to read the report for me. I haven't given it a prompt yet. I simply uploaded the document, and on its own, it's telling me what I need to know. Structural issues, exterior, roof and attic, electrical systems, fireplace. And simultaneously, I'm going to go to Gemini. I'm going to do the exact same thing. And this is how you determine which one you like more. So I'm going to post that into Gemini and let's see what Gemini does. I'm going to give it my prompt because Gemini needs someone to talk to it before it will do anything. So Gemini will work in the background while ChatGPT put this together. I'm going to give ChatGPT, this is the prompt that I showed you in that Google Doc for the um, repair list, a repair prompt. So it's going to take this inspection report and analyze everything. I'm going to go to Gemini, see where we are. Gemini, it takes a little bit longer, but here's the summary of the inspection report. So look at this. Tell me if when you first got into real estate, if something like this would have been super advantageous to you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Important items for negotiation, electrical grading, detailed list of deficiencies and estimated costs, roofing and attic issues, exterior and interior, electrical systems, HVAC, plumbing systems. It's going to keep going. Let's see what ChatGPT is doing. ChatGPT doesn't like it when I leave the tab, but it will put it together. So it created a summary and a spreadsheet that I can now download that spreadsheet, and it's giving me the outline that I'm asking for. Now, when I got this inspection report, how many of you review the inspection report with your client? Is
Yes.
that not a that's not a common thing?
Oh, it is. Oh, yeah. It is.
Okay. So you can use a couple different tools, and I'll talk about these when I'm in town. There's a device called Plod that you can wear that records everything you say. You can use Otter AI on your phone. Now, what I did was I recorded, there's my wife, the call with my clients. And I have the entire transcript from my meeting with my clients here in Fathom from when we went through the repairs. So I'm going to take the entire transcript. This is simply the Zoom transcript from my call with my clients, and I'm going to copy the entire transcript. Now, from here, I'm going to go back into ChatGPT and I'm going to say, based on my meeting with my clients, create a detailed repair request that I can use to create a repair amendment. So I pasted in the entire 2 hour conversation with my clients. And if this doesn't change your day, then you must be having an amazing day already. Now, it's is this changing anyone's life? I hope so. So here are the issues: structural, estimated costs, roof and attic. And it's going to summarize everything. And it's going to take its time. However, it's doing a ton of data collection here. So based on the conversation I had with my seller, without writing any notes during my conversation, here are the 8 things my seller wanted. It took that 2 hour conversation, all the data from the inspection report, put together this list, and now I have a concise repair request to put on my amendment. What are you learning in this process right now?
Yes.
Saves a lot of time, and if you don't have a lot of experience, it at least gets you down the road so that you can ask better.
I would say, yeah, absolutely. And if you do have experience, I mean, I've sold hundreds and hundreds of homes. However, this is saving me a ton of time, a ton of energy. And what I did is I copied this, I texted it to my clients, and I said, "Will you confirm that this is everything that we are requesting from this seller?" And they said, "Oh, they did this, remove this one," and I was able to get this off to the listing agent. So, um, is this something you could implement in your business in the next 24 hours?
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Would you like another one?
Yes.
Can I ask some questions before you move on, Kevin?
Yes.
Absolutely. Go for it.
The repair costs, how accurate are those that it's pulling? That, from a liability standpoint, if your clients are relying on AI to generate that, basing their decisions on, have you compared those to actual estimates, or how accurate are those?
Um, I've compared them. Now that estimate was high because it contained some big foundation issues. Um, for the most part, it is fairly accurate. It's going through a database. I totally am going blank on it's like it's like Favor, but they come and do repairs at your home. So there's different services where people will come to your house and you like caulk around the windows and repair or patch a wall. So it's taking that information from those databases and gives you a range. I would say use your human intelligence to go through those numbers that it gives you to determine, all right, this looks accurate, or no, this doesn't look accurate. Even doing this, I called a foundation company. I had the foundation company go out and do a second inspection on the property and give us a quote. Um, you don't just go into this blindly, giving them these numbers, say this is a range, but we need to refine it, or you as the agent go and refine it ahead of time.
Cool. And are you getting their like written permission to record your conversations to do that?
Yeah, absolutely. At the beginning of my call, I tell them I'm going to record this so that I can refer back to it so I don't miss anything.
Okay. And have you ever had anybody push back on that?
Yes, I did about 30 minutes ago hopping on this call.
Fair enough. Thank you.
You're very welcome. All right. Any other questions before I show you the next thing?
Nope.
All right.
Go,
Did you say go?
go.
Here we go. All right. So create a professional, client-ready real estate listing presentation tailored to my brand. The presentation should highlight my personal success as an agent, including home sold leadership roles, etc. Include a detailed, comprehensive marketing plan, incorporates modern tools such as AI, social media, etc. Showcase a snapshot of my Google reviews. Provide a clear step-by-step explanation of the listing process. Integrate my mission, vision, values, beliefs, and perspective to demonstrate my brand philosophy and client commitment. Use language that's confident, service-oriented, and persuasive, written in a way that would appeal to home sellers considering listing their property, and with a call to action that invites them to contact me to begin the process. Now, when you look at this, is there anything that sticks out like, hey, I don't have that, or how would AI know that?
Well, it's gonna need to know who you are and what you believe, for one thing.
Bingo.
Yeah, it's going to need to know who I am and what I believe. Now, ChatGPT learns who you are. Gemini is not going to learn who you are, but ChatGPT has my KPA. It's had years of gathering data on me, and I created a prompt. Help me create my compelling mission, vision, values, beliefs, and perspectives. I want it to reflect my unique strengths and write this in a professional and approachable tone. So before I do my listing presentation, if you don't have an MVVBP, create one. Now, this isn't going to tell you who to become. It should tell you who you are. And if it doesn't have enough information about you, it will start asking you questions to get to know you. Now, to serve families, seniors, and agents with excellence, integrity, and innovation, empowering them to build wealth, create legacy, and experience freedom through real estate. My vision to be the most trusted, forward thinking real estate team in Texas, leveraging world class leadership, technology, relentless service, etc. So, this is, for the most part, about 90% accurate as to who I am and what I want to be as an agent. Now, I took that and I want to determine, all right, help me clearly define my ideal audience for real estate so I can effectively target them on social media and in my database. And one of the challenges agents have is they'll post on social media and then they'll send emails and they'll send texts and they don't have a foundation for who they are as a business owner that's cohesive. So if you're going to target a certain audience, know who your audience is. And if you're going to stand on a set of beliefs and ideals and principles, know what those are. So that's the lens in which you see the world. And that's the lens in which you operate your business. So I'm going to take this prompt to help me refine my target audience and ask ChatGPT, tell me who I am. So it has the demographics of the people that I either tend to work with or live in the area that I live. And now ChatGPT knows my MVVBP, my mission, vision, values, beliefs, and perspectives, and it knows the audience that I want to target. All right. How long did this take me to build? Did someone say a very short amount of time, Kevin?
Yep, someone said about 30 seconds.
There we go. So it's finalizing my target audience, and I'm going to go over here and I'm going to go back to my listing presentation prompt. Now that it knows a little bit more about me because I've taught it to know me, and now I have a guide to target every person I should be targeting, let's create my listing presentation. So in real time, professional client ready. Now pay attention because I'm about to change your life. Again, this is my listing presentation. Meet Kevin Jones, 500 homes sold across yada yada, TLOP, KW offices, what creator, mentor, trusted, powered by AI. Here's my MVVP, my track record of success. It's gathering all this information. Now, at some point, I took my profile from the MLS and copied it over so it knows all my past closings. At some point, I linked this to my Google reviews so it knows um, a, an update of all the reviews I've had on Google. And I'm not going to go through everything right here. I'm going to show you where I take this information. Now it's giving me the whole process from beginning to end. And let's get your home sold. So I'm going to take this information from the beginning in your home, your mission, and I'm going to copy all of this. And we're going to go to an important website. Now, write this down. It's called gamma.app. So I built this out in ChatGPT. I'm copying the text and I'm going to gamma.app and it's going to say create with AI. How would you like to get started? And I'm going to paste in this text. I'm going to paste in everything that ChatGPT just created for me. And I'm going to click on presentation. And in here, I want this to generate from notes or an outline. And it's going to create my prompt. So from here, it's going to break down into 8 cards. Think of a card like a slide. I'm going to have it break it into 12 cards. It's going to separate this. It's writing for homeowners looking to sell their property. This tone is going to be confident, professional, and data driven. And I've got some options. It can take what I've given it and make it minimal. It can make it concise. It can make it more detailed or extensive. I'm going to have it give me some more details just so you can see how this tool can build on what you've created. I'm going to pick a theme right here. In the AI images, I'm going to have it create AI images and I'm going to have the format, let's see, um, just like that. It's going to give me a little bit more, a few options, I believe. So I'm going to hit the generate button. Are y'all excited?
See what we get.
I think we're on pins and needles here just to see what this looks like.
That looks just like me. Now, this is going to take minutes, if not seconds, to create this for you. Don't let it tell you how you run your business. So you may need to go in and edit some of these things. But what you didn't have to do is figure out how to put a graph here or a chart here, or how many text boxes I need to add, or what color's the background, or how to frame a picture right here. Does this need to be bold? Does this need to be italicized? It did it all for you. And you can now go in and drop whatever pictures you want. If you don't like these AI pictures, you can change the theme if you wanted. I can pick any of these themes. If I like this one better, it can automatically change. and I can simply present this from my computer um, for my clients, or use this as your pre-listing package that you send to your client before you go, because I haven't put anything specific about the property yet. Now, is any of this wrong? Um, most of it is correct. Now, if you don't have a pricing strategy, don't say that you have a pricing strategy. If you don't do anything about, you're not doing this for offer and negotiations, don't put it in here. But if you are a high D with a lot of ADHD, like me, a guide like this makes sure that I stay on topic during my presentation with the clients. I don't need to read these things verbatim, but it also makes sure that I don't miss anything in the listing process. Now, how many agents are sending something like this to their potential seller within 10 minutes of setting the appointment? What would that say about you as the agent if you were?
Very professional.
Yeah, absolutely professional. Now, um, what I've done, and when I'm in the market center in a few weeks, I'll walk you through this, but we'll go into the MLS, we'll go into the tax roll, we'll find the specific property, we'll copy the comps, we'll put the comps in, we'll put all the property details in, and have it create this customized to the consumer so that within 10 minutes of setting the appointment, you have a detailed presentation all about their home and neighborhood that lets them know how you're going to sell their home. So when you think about this tool, how could you use this practically? Again, in the next 24 hours, how would this benefit you?
You could use this to build a web page for your own personal web page or a landing page, like right away. I mean, just condense that down to something that people can see and then send it out.
Absolutely. Now, if I go over here to Gamma, create new AI, paste in text, post it in here, and click this button that says web page, generate from notes or outline, you can do it just like that. Visuals, AI images, I want line art, generate. This is going to create a web page for me. Gamma is going to host it, and I can simply redirect a link on my normal website back to this. kevinallenjones.com/sellers, and have it redirect here. So it's creating the website in real time right now. And this is how you can promise I'm going to have a website specific for your property every time I list it. And you're doing it using this tool. I'm going to publish to the web, and then I'll share the link with y'all.
While you're here, you figured this out.
Who is trying this right now on your computer, like in the room? Anyone?
Well, right now, I actually took a picture of the class. I'm using ChatGPT to create a title so I can post on Facebook what we're learning. So I know that's not exactly what we're doing, but it
Hey,
just
it's AI.
did it like in no time at all. So
But personally, I hate marketing. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to frame everything, but this is a game changer, guys. I mean,
It
man,
is
instead of hours.
it is revolutionary. Look at my website. I just built this.
It's
Really expedites
So
your systems.
Yeah, it does.
And it has all my information. Like it's perfect. Um, is this a useful and the thing is we're talking about inspection report. I'm talking about building out your listing materials. I want you to be able to take anything I teach you and use it to make you more money in the next 24 hours. Now,
Thank you.
this saves you time, this saves you money, and I hope it doesn't replace a team member, but it might. Um, Now I have another tool that I can teach, but I don't know how much time I have. Y'all tell Marcus.
What do you guys think? You guys want to learn some more?
Yes.
All right, go ahead, show us.
All right, how many of you like to use Canva for creating designs?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to show you um, a, a tool that I've been working on um, using the bulk create tool. Does anyone know what the bulk create tool is in Canva?
No.
Right. One person. Fantastic. So this is what I'm going to ask. Based on my mission, vision, values, beliefs, and perspectives, let me see. Here we go. Different one. Help me create a 12-part email series designed to keep me top of mind with my database, sphere, and friends. The tone should be ridiculously funny, sarcastic, and memorable, like I'm the lovable, slightly unhinged real estate agent who always brings value and a laugh. Each email should include the following and be formatted as a spreadsheet. And for title, I'm just going to do eye-catching title. Um, I
Make
don't
it,
want it to be simply for tracking. An email subject line that's funny and curiosity driven, a hook, a body, and a call to action. So every great email is going to have a title, subject, hook, body, and a call to action. All right. Does anyone want to disagree with me?
No.
All right. Each email should contain a real estate related message, but not sound like a sales pitch. The goal is to entertain and remind people I'm the only agent they'll ever need. Can be very sarcastic and almost over the top. Stupid. And the reason is you're going to get more responses with humor than anything. That's just the way it works. So I'm copying this and I want to create a spreadsheet. So let's go over here and take the prompt I share with you and tweak it and see what you can get out of this. So your listing presentation hold on. Stop. Stop. I pasted the wrong thing. All right. Copy. There we go. 12-part series email prompt. While that's happening, I'm going to go to Gemini and I'm going to ask it to do the same thing to see how Gemini does it. And I'm going to go over here into Claude and I'm going to ask it to do the same thing. And I'm going to go into Perplexity and I'm going to ask it to do the same thing. And we'll see which AI has the greatest sense of humor. I'm on pins and needles. Or I broke my computer because it's doing way too many things at once. So a couple things. You want this to be in a spreadsheet format. You want it to have 5 columns because that's how we're going to use it to create the bulk import when we create our Canva. So while it's doing that, I went into Canva and I created a template. This is extremely simple. I have a placeholder for the title, placeholder for subject, hook, body, call to action, and then I put my signature at the bottom. So that when I create it, I already have all those things formatted. It creates some consistency. Um, and it's just going to make it easier for me moving forward. Then once everything's created, you can change images and all that. So email one, the legendary thermostat war, how a thermostat ruined Thanksgiving and saved a real estate deal. You ever witnessed two adults fight over 72 and 74 degrees like it's a Super Bowl? All right, so here is my my funny email series. Thank you, ChatGPT. Let's go to Gemini. 12 part funny. I'm going to create this without Canvas. So the nice thing about using Gemini is Gemini will go ahead and create me a spreadsheet.
You have to tell it to do a spreadsheet or do it in a spreadsheet form, or is that automatic?
Um, when when I put the prompt in, the prompt knew I wanted columns. Gemini made the spreadsheet the awkward introduction. Did I drunk email you again? I know what you're thinking. Who is this and why are they in my inbox? It's me, your favorite real estate agent who hasn't been slapped with a restraining order yet. I've decided to occasionally grace your inbox with vital truths like how good bones usually means all the expensive parts are broken. Think of me as the smoke alarm for your bad life choices, but for houses. Reply with the worst real estate advice you ever received. I'm building a wall of shame and need content. So, your lawn is judging you, and your HOA is scared of me. Your garden gnomes told me they're embarrassed to be seen with your house. And it talks about curb appeal. So it's going to take all of this, it's going to export it to Sheets. It just knows it's a spreadsheet. I'm going to open it. Here we go. So here is my content all in a spreadsheet. Doesn't it look pretty? No, not really. So let me, if you've not used the bulk import tool, I'm going to change your life right now. And as I'm doing this, you don't need 5 columns. You don't have to have 5 different things, but let me show you what this will do. So I'm going to click on apps and I'm going to go to this tool over here called bulk create. From bulk create, I'm going to enter the data from that spreadsheet. So I'm copying all that data in those 5 columns. I'm going to click on the first one and paste everything in. Are y'all starting to figure out what's about to happen? We already know, Kevin. So all that data is there, and I'm going to hover over the title. There's 3 dots, connect the data. I'm going to add my title. Subject, 3 dots, connect the data, subject. Hook, 3 dots, connect the data, hook. Body, 3 dots, connect the data, body. Call to action, 3 dots, connect the data, call to action. Now, I'm going to make this font a little bit smaller. I'm going to move some of these things around because I think this is going to take up more space. Now, once I've connected all the dots, I'm going to go to continue and I'm going to create 12 designs. And then it's going to pop up with a folder that has all 12 of my designs in it. And now I can tweak this a little bit. You know, I've got to make some things smaller and move some things around. But for the most part, 90% of the of creating this is already done. So the awkward reintroduction. Did I drunk email you again? All right. So as you're building this out, knowing kind of where your formatting needs to be is helpful. Did I drunk email you again? And now the next slide, the Zestimate is a lie. You simply have to go in and, move some of these things around, but congratulations. According to internet, your house is worth somewhere between a small island and a half-eaten bag of chips. Your lawn is judging you. The horrors of open houses. Put down the sledgehammer. I've seen your Pinterest board. I'm worried. So your house is a death trap. Now what? Just got the inspection report back. Discovered your new dream home is built on an ancient burial ground and wired with old spaghetti. So it's eye-catching. Now, if you were getting something that was hilarious from me every month, would you look forward to the next one?
If once a month.
This is just once a month. Now, that PDF after Mega Camp, you'll be able to connect that straight to Command and build out this plan in Command, or you can just email it from here. Now, you can use this bulk create tool to create Facebook posts, Instagram posts, inspirational quotes, whatever you want. So when I'm there in 2 weeks, I'm gonna kind of deep dive into that more, so you feel confident that you know how to use that tool in all areas of creation. Is that something you could use in the next 24 hours?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
Yeah. I was just gonna say, thank you so much for everything you've given. Who's learned something today?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, every hand in the room is up through here. I know you guys are super excited for it. I've gotten a couple of messages. This is being recorded, so we will make sure that we edit that. We're gonna send out the recording. Plus, we'll make sure that we get you guys the prompts as well too for this one. And this is only the beginning, guys. He's gonna be in here in person teaching more in depth for some of these classes as well. So I highly suggest if you haven't signed up, let's make sure that we're into this room. And we'll make sure that we get some kind of recording of that as well too, because I don't know about you guys, so good with technology, and this was still a lot to take in. So I'm really excited to be able to get that and